Okay, still on this case. I'm 666 1 Scarf Rimini. On this calendar again, Wednesday, 25 June 2025. Exactly. I'm still busy for the contact happening since very camouflage and my ordinary. You got contact, say, since from white skinned peoples, but I don't very clear is that true or not actually. This context say actually I'm on problem for about some body actually terrorists that goes to about initial country for the group actually, and I need to make statement for my status not include as part of the group or community also for meaning. In this context actually progress already goes about the moment escalates international also. You get connected with them actually. Seems also about Israel on this experience contacting. Being intimidated also for made manipulations about that contact actually also. They say this actually want to betraying international actually. I not very clear for the meaning also. Seems they're talking about white skinned people to this case supernatural, or perhaps also about joke also context about Luna Maya also, Indonesian artist also. This contact very alibi seems on probability about that. That's why also I made this conference. I'm definitely heard about the sounds also, and say I'm already being attention for become enemy actually by them. Still about ISIS context white peoples want the information for that to 666 1 called discovery. I just report for that. This one got connected for international war constellations contact since about East Asia for country of Israel also. By this moment calendar I'm being pushed for become the radio jockey again, and my context here for about my reasons actually, for about my conversations I mean. Very indigo, and seems want to concerns for about international for explain about these situations for the chronology also. Want to identify my context here white skins from Australia or about America also. want to guide Israel on Indonesia country as a point for next on this moment progress. I hope my speech kinda correctly, okay, not blunder, because I just evaluate about my contact actually. I'm being attached actually already got connected with country of Israel. Contact say for that also meaning and being delegate or perhaps being betrayed by local agents also, or perhaps just for identifying the situations case involve each others in here. And they say also for Australian peoples want to get ISIS actually to explain about the connections, relations case, chronology on my case. I mean, it seems still being focused. I'm being suggested to support or put the international escalations war on my case, still for progress about identifying identity or case suspect identifying seems about that also. Want to sound this experience more clear for international seems about that. Indonesia country, they said to me on this moment experience. Actually already are indications for the status involved as suspects also army and also government or chambers of national politics on domestic also, and it also about claim in RD 666 one got discovery and being followed for investigate also. That contact this is not very concern for made dichotomy between religions also. Just want to investigate or being friendship also by the zones supernatural. Contact probability for about also chance to made relationships between us or about peoples on this experience also. I'm really being black goat in here. I feel this kind of about betraying social or about identifying social or about international also for the networking or internet global. It seems very obsession for the clue also. I'm being intimidated for made statement or just opinion is kind of complicated for about the mainstream or people's own activity or their attitude for meaning also on the zones contact say that I'm actually being trusted by them or for about betraying my case also contact things about people's on neighborhood or blaming for the progress meaning also want to build the problematica and also about next agreement for Indonesia country seems want to own appointment kinda good for the progress also Indonesia, America or about Asia peoples through international exactly about the country of Israel also for next year. Very confusing. And one moment sessions can be happening say is actually about Christianity actually for explain about our group actually but in time also say this actually for betraying the international war escalations for explain about Islamia Indonesia or international to Israel also. But suddenly seems want to support about my claim Monumental National, my parents actually, but not kind of clear for the contact meaning also seems on agreement for betraying about that also my parents being a statement by me I mean still concerned about the connections for agents seems about that on this contacting local domicile my neighborhood I mean very crowd and noisy this contact talking about a business or benefit for made this terrorism's moment as one potential to being built. And one talking about internet social media and also blaming internet ID 6661 for discovery meaning as a suspect or troublemaker on these friendships. For meaning also about this experience, suspect each other. Want to talk about ISIS. Just report, okay, not kinda in full for me the statement on here. Since want to both Israel to this country also. I still believe I'm in love in here, but I'm definitely being intimidated for my case actually through this moment experience contact by the supernatural. And I just got me said these situations zone experience also include crazy people, but I'm not kinda recognizing them. The situation seems want to be manipulated for meaning also support Indonesia country for their mess on this day. Supernatural activity context say the chronology exactly being approved by Kiliga, Indonesia, America, or about Luna Maya also, since want to talk about her. They say Luna Maya is princess of Persia. I really not get it for the meaning. And I just still wait for about my money, okay? I'm kinda in here being pushed to make international statement. I hope I'm directly right for my statement, my conference on this moment. They seems include each other for meaning also not kind of problem for religions or group to become terrorists on my case. And also about the law, they seems not kind of care, not attention for meaning. I'm definitely being attacked for my right. This actually about my human rights actually. I mean, I'll try for not being plundered, okay, about these evaluations. I'm not kinda English peoples, English personality for my ordinary speech, but I'm trying to make my statement international. I got contact my project going to be happens. This contact say how about just goes straight to appointment for about the 666 international going to support for that for meaning also alien family include as chairman, but I don't really include for sure about that also just contact happening to me. And still about my parents also being opinion, being blamed. I'm really sure that just for blaming my internet to be escaped for the responsible actually by people. This actually still progress among them. I believe there is conspirations to make this chronology exactly for blaming my internet. Just want to build another story, or perhaps just want to get business by my situations. Okay, I believe they already meet each other, but not being informations to me, not being matched to me. I believe that's for business also, because about that also. I wonder about the white skinned peoples on the neighborhood, or about my contact also. Seems they just want to betraying international, just want to goating me for made this case actually. Seems just corporate among them, or perhaps about Indonesia Islamia also include with them. And also about local ethnic, or meaning also female suspect on my conference also. This contact kind of clear in here, but seems want to blaming me because jealous about the potentials for being escaped by this progress actually. I'm definitely alone. Context similar with that. That's meaning no need to responsible for the case, and still on chance to make bullying or about this method supernatural not being attention by police. And I got context also Interpol, international police already arrived on my neighborhood, on my town. I don't know if that's true or just issue on my ear, but it seems the contact just want to manipulate my thought, my mind, I mean, my thought. It's suddenly conversations among the durations happening. There seems God connections, seems conversation happening with Islamic peoples on my town, or they're talking about my parents also, for about my claim statement monumental Indonesia to my parents also, and still ignoring about my case, for meaning not kinda important to responsible about my money, my reward, or about my project also being blundered by the conversation happening. but they just want to concern, seems want to talking about international escalations, Israel and Iran war on East Asia. It just pushed me to involve with the conversation, but not very clear. It just contact happening, just round like sound, but seems anybody there truly contact exists for meaning, not fake, I mean, and it seems not very important for about religions also. Okay, very illusion in here, okay? Kind of autist, the visual and audio happening. Seems any another word just being matched to our hearing, and some people just expert about that. We got contact their own alibi from Asia peoples also, and want to talking about my parents or about my internet also. Just want to blaming for meaning also. Seems they on another story for explain this case, but I believe I'm directly right for my explanations. There seems on another alibi to get these situations. Contact seems about East Asia again. Seems about the war between Iran and Israel. Just talking about that. Very sound in my ear. Kind of tension about that. But I'm not believe for that, okay? This contact definitive identifying for their habit. Definitive terror actually. And they're just talking about ISIS and also about Luna Maya, Indonesia artist. And they're just talking about police, local Indonesia and governments also. Talking about Jakarta, want to blame about my parents for my claim statement Monumental Nasional Indonesia, and suddenly they just made statement for their status include actually to ISIS that's already being blamed by international, already being chased by international. I don't really clear for what that means actually, but I'm being pushed to make statement for supporting Israel. That's also context said this actually for our case, and I don't really recognize for the situations. We just goes to East Asia. That's just about the war between Iran and Israel. Since I just particular for that, they just want me to make statement and still talking about ISIS and sound getting absurd, not very clear again, and seems came from local peoples or suddenly from Asia peoples, just zones, supernatural happening. But I believe anybody there, I believe I'm definitive being contact on this moment also. And they say also about Don Bosco, they made statement identity from Don Bosco. They're talking about university on Lokoma neighborhood, Don Bosco, and suddenly just talking about my domicile address education was to be not Sumatra University. Seems any coalitions between them and just on delegation alibi on that neighborhood, not Sumatra University. They just want to talk about my parents and then blaming about my claim statement Monumental National, and then just talking about ISIS, and seems any leaders among them they just talk about India peoples or the young men, for meaning also about ISIS as the problematica to me, and suddenly want to make statements supporting Israel. But that kind of clear, there seems combine each other as group. There is a statement also for supporting Iran or about Islamia, or blaming me as delegations of Israel, but not very directly. Context seems want to blaming me as Israel on this day. I'm kind of chosen one by their statement, not very welcome by them, and that's kind of hate for Israel. I don't know if that's for what they mean or just hallucinations by my contact happening on these moments, but I believe there is somebody contacting me since very group there and just want to blunder. Seems on this evening just want to manipulate international, want to push me for about my project also, for the teamwork, for make come through my project, for about the appointment also 666 international. I don't know, I hope that's kind of positive for my progress. Actually that's not mine actually. I'm just in these situations zones contact by the supernatural, just hoping for the positive moment progress. Actually we just want to report I'm really hope for the realizations come true for about my project, meaning also appointment international, keep support for alien family. Actually this already kind of blunder seems similar with that, talking from zones contact happening, and seems already combine each other for the contact. I really don't get it, but on occasion also for undefined about lots of information in a country. Contact already struck for my ordinary. Seems about Indonesian military or about my colleague also kind of blunder. Contact just want to say something for terrorism, or meaning also against my internet conference also. Until this moment calendar, Wednesday 25 June 2025, I'm being pushed for this appointment, but not very clear what appointment actually. Seems want to make betraying moment each others. Still about my parents, monumental national for my country, being attached for indications status chronology actually, and suddenly also talking about ISIS for about the war Israel and Iran. For build also the case or about identifying Indonesia country. Okay, I think that's all for now, because again, I say this kind of vulgar, very clear for my conference, not kind of cute for reports. Can take some being blamed by my government also on this progress. Once again, thank you very much, people. That's all for now. I'll be attach you again later. I will make this conference. I hope that can be value for us. God bless you. Shalom, Christian, and also Israel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi and Boris Satya. Om Santiasu.